Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've decided I'm going to make these budget videos a little bit shorter, only because, as a mom, I know we're busy and it's really hard to get through a 30-minute video, and I'm really trying to teach you everything that I've learned that works for us. And the 36 months, it's taken a lot of trial and error. So I want to try to teach you all those things, but it's really hard to do in a big video. So I'm just going to break them down short and sweet, so when you're in the pickup line for your kids or you're waiting for your appointment or something like that, you have time to get through a video. And then I'll number the videos, 1, 2, 3, so you can kind of keep track where you are. So I wanted to get a little bit cheesy here because I can show you numbers and I can show you how to organize your budget and all that, but I think it's really important, again, to just touch base on why you're doing this, because if you're not really motivated, you're not going to be successful at this. So I'm just going to share with you a little bit what got us motivated and what are some eye-opening things for us. So we had our sick and tired moment probably for the last year that we were in our first home, but we really were not sure how to go about this. We were kind of tired of paying paycheck to paycheck. We ended up selling our house of 10 years because we realized that it was more of a project house, and it really was not going to be the house that we wanted without having to do more work to the house. If I had the money that I put into updating that house, it was, quite a bit of money that we didn't get back when we sold. So I'm so happy we decided to sell when we did. So a little bit about that. We had a house for 10 years. We bought it for $122,000. We put $40,000 into it over the course of 10 years in updating, remodeling, things like that. And we were only able to sell it for $13,000 more than what we bought it for. So again, that was really stupid of us. So these are just stories that I'll share with you along the way. We had our stupid moments, and I just wanted to share that because we're not all perfect. We're young and we do things that, we just have not experienced enough life yet. So another sick and tired moment for us, when really I knew we had to buckle down and start this. We started this in January 2018, was when I thought I was going to have to get another job on my off days, even though we were making 2 full-time incomes. And now we were not paying for childcare that cost us $700 a month for our youngest. That was an eye-opener for me, because when I realized that we weren't paying the childcare $700 a month, I thought, oh God, we're going to have $700 extra a month. Well, the first month went by and I was like, where's all of our money? Like, I don't understand why we don't have any extra spending money, blah, blah. So what I did is I added up all of our income and all of our monthly expenses. I suggest that you do the same, because once you do that, you add up what your income is and what your monthly expenses are, you're going to see a huge difference, and you're going to have this number there that you're like, where is our money going? And that is what prompted us to get started here. So I have had people ask me if they need to get a second job. I will go into that in another video. I'm hoping to get out a lot of videos this week, so I'm going to make them short and sweet so you can get through them one at a time. So I put on here, come to terms with your stupid. We've all been there, whether your stupid only costs you $100 or whether your stupid costs you thousands of dollars like us. I mentioned that we put $40,000 into our first home that we did not get back with the sale of our home. But we took out extra student loans to do some of these updates. So that was pretty stupid. We bought property one time Actually, we bought property 2 times that we thought we were going to build on, and that never happened. So that was stupid. So everybody just needs to come to their moments on their terms of their stupid. And this channel is a, judgment-free channel, so don't feel ashamed of it. We've all been there. We've all been young and dumb. So I suggest that you add up all your debt. And the reason I want you to do this is because this is going to be an eye-opener for who you're really going to work for. So when we talk with, our family and our kids, and I know I've said this to my kids, like, well, I have to go to work, to support our family, blah, 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 you think that you're going to work for yourself. And when you add up all your debt, you're going to really see who you're going to work for. So I'll get into that in just a second. So our story was we had full-time jobs, but we had no retirement. We weren't even paying ourselves to go to work. So that was kind of just like real eye-opening that, here we are working all this time and we don't even pay ourselves so we can retire one day. So when we added up our debt, we saw, okay, we're paying KeyBank for a credit card and an equity loan. We're paying Andover Bank for another loan. We have Kohl's that we owe money to, Lowe's that we owe money to. We had student loans. We had 14 student loans. We're going to work for GM. We're going to work for Hyundai. So do this and you're going to see who you are really going to work for because they want their money every month. So don't include your mortgage and utilities because obviously we all need to have, the basic living expenses. And something that I always say to myself and me and Brian say to each other is the borrower is slave to the lender. And I just find that to be so true. You feel you have no power, your freedom is gone, because you are working to pay these people. So this just really sticks with me, and this is just something that we always say to ourselves. So now what you need to do is you need to find your why. And I know this sounds cheesy, but it says your why should make you cry. And I'm going to tell you a story about that. Brian had asked me one night when we were on this journey, what is your why? Why do you want to, continue to go through this process? And and he goes, now think deep, think not some generic, why. And I literally sat there for a minute and I literally bit my lip because I was going to start to cry, because obviously I want a better life for my kids' future. I want to give my kids the things that I didn't have when I grew up. I would love to be able to afford sending them to school or be able to afford to assist them, learning a skill or trade. Just things that I didn't have growing up. A stable home environment where people weren't stressed about money. So that was my why. And I suggest that you do that because every time you're going to get tired or lose your motivation, you're going to remember your why. So, and like I said, everybody is coming from a different place in their financial journey. I just want to eliminate the people I owe money to every month. I want to set up a retirement. Some people might want to stop living paycheck to paycheck so they're not fighting with their spouse anymore. But overall, everybody just wants some peace in their life. I just want financial security. I want to not have anxiety when I go to sleep at night. I do not want to worry about money, so that is just something that keeps me going. And then I encourage everybody to make a vision board. This sounds so freaking cheesy, but this is so true, because if you are my personal friend, personal family member, you saw that I shared my vision board with a recent experience that we had, and so we made this vision board in 2019, and the vision board included traveling, had a picture of money on there, you know, as in financial freedom. One of the travel experiences that I had always wanted to do was go swim with the manatees in Crystal River, Florida. And so, like I said, in 2018, January 2018, we put a picture of a manatee on there. In January of this year, 2021, we fulfilled that vision, and we went and swam with the manatees. And it just was so surreal because we had accomplished, you know, our goals that we had set, and I just like couldn't believe that we did that. So I suggest that, because every time that you get tired, you're going to look at that vision board and you're going to just remind yourself, you know, it's going to be worth it in the end. So a little bit of funny thing, it's funny because I was going to write every time you feel like quitting, look at your vision board and remind yourself of your why. So I wasn't sure if every time was 1 or 2 words. I'm not an English major, so I really stink at spelling, and we have autocorrect and all that stuff, so I don't even have to think about it. So I got hung up on how do you spell every time. So I Googled it, and Britney Spears' song Every Time looked up, like a YouTube video. So then I end up watching that video, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like reminiscing my Britney Spears days. And that's the type of rabbit holes I get down when I'm doing something. So I just thought that was funny. So go check that video out, because that will take you back. So anyway, now you have to set some goals. So it's really funny because my kids know I'm obsessed with listening to Dave Ramsey. I don't do it as much, but I still listen to Dave a lot. But some of the stuff, you know, anyway. So my son said to me, Mom, one day, he was like, Mom, why do you listen to Dave Ramsey so much? As I'm sitting there calculating numbers and figuring out our budget. And he goes, Mom, why do you listen to Dave Ramsey so much? I said, oh no, it just keeps me motivated and keeps me on track and just reminds me that, you know, I'm doing what I need to be doing. I said, Connor, do you know what a budget is? My son is 10 years old. I said, do you know what a budget is? And it was so cute. Like, it was literally one of the proudest moments of my life, because, you know, he has heard over the course of the time that, no, we don't have money for that. No, we're on a budget. Like, he's heard these terms for so long. And he sat there and he thought about it. And he goes, it's like a diet, except with your money. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true. That's exactly right. Like, that's what I told him. It's like a diet, but with your money. So, you know, speaking of a diet, so when you go on a diet, you have a goal in mind that you set for yourself. And then once you reach your goal, you maintain it. So that is exactly what this journey is going to do. You are going to learn some different tools, some techniques, to reach your goals. Is it going to be easy? No. Is losing weight easy? No. But you are changing your lifestyle. You're becoming disciplined, you know, with your money, just like you would with a diet. And you want to establish some goals. And once you reach them, you're just going to maintain it over the course of your lifetime. I think after 6 months, it's no longer I think I heard this somewhere, but for the first few months, it's going to be really hard, but then you are going to be so set into it that it's just routine. Like, I've done the envelopes for so long that I'm just so comfortable with it that it's just how we live our life now. So, you know, minus, like I said in my previous video, we have been slacking a little bit, but I'm now so hooked on how we do it that I don't think I could ever go to the grocery store and spend $200 at one time. It will never happen, because I just know that amount of food for us is so unnecessary and such a waste. So I'm going to share some of our examples of our food menu. I still suck at planning meals. I still hate planning meals. I look on Pinterest for ideas. Nothing fancy, but I will share some of that with you all as well. Anyway, so make some long-term and short-term goals. You know, my long-term is I want to pay off our house early and I want to be able to retire early. So those are our long-term goals, and our short-term goals that we accomplish will help us get to those long terms. So my goals for 2021, they change all the time, but I'm just trying to keep track of them. Start some cash envelopes for extras. I really want to give my husband just his own cash envelope, just to just have a couple extra dollars in his wallet. He really doesn't care about money. I'm really fortunate that my husband just trusts us with our budget, but I want him to have $20 in his wallet, so if he feels like stopping and getting a burrito, he can without, feeling guilty about it. So just some things for extras. I would love to do like a date night and things like that. I want to start additional retirement for us. We have a state retirement at work, but that's not going to be enough. So I want to start a Roth IRA for both of us. We want to do a savings challenge. You can find these on Pinterest. There's some cute printables that you can do and fill in, every time, like every square to reach your goal. So I want to do a savings challenge. I want to make at least one extra house payment this year. So yeah, I want to pay off the house early, but for this year we have, like I said, we have a lot of things that we want to cash flow to. And continue to cash flow projects in the house, things like that. I'll share some of that stuff with you. And then I want to pay off my Best Buy card early. It's not due until October 2022, but that's just something I want to do. And then I'm probably going to film my next video here in just a minute. But like I said, I'm just keeping these short and sweet so you can do one at a time. So my next video is going to be how to set up a budget, and we'll get into more numbers and the more organization of everything. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and FYI, I'm just like obsessed with these highlighters I got at Walmart. So, since I was trying to get myself remotivated again, all I needed was a brand new notebook and some cute highlighters, and I also got some cute pens or like little markers. I felt like it was nice to set it up in different colors for you all. And then this is phenomenal. So if you have used these before in the past, you know how that tip is exposed. Do you know how many times I literally used it one time and it was ruined because this got pulled out? This is awesome. I got these at Office Max, but they probably have them everywhere, but I never go down those aisles all the time. But anyway, I think that's awesome. And then I got some cute Post-its too. I'll show you what I'm going to do with these with my cash envelopes. So, alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.